Saint Valentine remains a figure shrouded in mystery. His life and deeds have been the subject of countless legends and stories passed down through the ages. We know very little about his life. The historical records are sparse and often contradictory, leaving much to the imagination. What we do know is that he lived during the Roman Empire, a vast and powerful civilization that spanned much of Europe, North Africa, and parts of Asia. This was a time of great change and upheaval. The empire was constantly expanding and contracting, with political and social turmoil affecting the lives of its citizens. The Romans were known for their strict laws and even stricter emperors. Valentine was a Christian, a faith that was not only frowned upon but often brutally persecuted. This was a dangerous time to be a Christian in Rome. Followers of the faith had to practice in secret, always wary of being discovered. Christians faced persecution for their beliefs. Many were martyred, becoming symbols of faith and resistance. The Romans worshipped many gods, each with their own temples and rituals. This polytheistic belief system was deeply ingrained in Roman culture. Christians, however, believed in only one God. This monotheistic belief set them apart and made them targets for persecution. Despite the risks, Valentine held strong to his faith. He continued to preach and spread the Christian message, offering hope to those who followed him. He practiced his beliefs openly, refusing to hide or renounce his faith, even in the face of danger. He even performed secret marriage ceremonies for Roman soldiers, defying the emperor's orders. The Roman Empire forbade soldiers from marrying, believing that single men made better warriors, more focused and less distracted. They believed single men made better warriors, more dedicated to their duties and less likely to desert. Valentine saw the injustice of this law. He believed that love and marriage were sacred and should not be denied to anyone. He believed in the sanctity of love and marriage, viewing them as divine gifts that transcended human laws. He defied the emperor and married these couples in secret, risking his own life to uphold his beliefs. His bravery came at a high price. Valentine was eventually discovered, arrested, and brought before the authorities. Valentine was arrested and imprisoned for his actions. His story, however, did not end there. It became a symbol of love, faith, and resistance that continues to inspire to this day. The ancient Romans had many festivals, each with its own unique customs and traditions. These festivals were not just mere celebrations, they were deeply rooted in the Roman way of life and their beliefs. One of the most popular and intriguing of these festivals was Lupercalia. This festival was a blend of religious rites, social gatherings, and community bonding. This festival took place in February, a month that was significant for the Romans as it marked the end of winter and the beginning of spring. The Romans dedicated it to Faunus, their god of the wild, nature, and fertility. Faunus was a deity who played a crucial role in their agricultural society. Faunus was their god of fertility, ensuring that the land remained bountiful and that the people and animals were fruitful. He was also the protector of their flocks and fields, safeguarding their primary sources of sustenance and livelihood. Lupercalia was a time for celebration where the community came together in joy and merriment. It was also a time for purification, a ritualistic cleansing that was believed to ward off evil spirits and misfortune. The Romans believed it would bring them good luck for the coming year, ensuring prosperity and happiness. Priests would sacrifice animals as part of the festival, a practice that was thought to appease the gods and secure their favor. They would then use the animal's blood to anoint the foreheads of young people, a symbolic act meant to transfer the animal's vitality and strength. This was a symbolic act rich in meaning and tradition, reflecting the deep connection the Romans felt with their deities. The Romans believed it would cleanse them of evil spirits, purifying their bodies and souls for the year ahead. Perhaps the strangest part of the festival was the running of the goats, an event that added a unique and wild element to the celebrations. During this event, young men would dress in goat skins, embodying the spirit of the animals they revered. They would then run through the streets, whipping people with strips of goat hide, a practice believed to promote fertility and vitality. Women would actually line up to be whipped, eager to receive the blessings of fertility. They believed it would make them more fertile in the coming year, a hope that was central to the festival's purpose. Lupercalia was a wild and chaotic festival, full of energy and fervor, reflecting the untamed spirit of the Romans. It was very different from the more orderly celebrations of today, offering a glimpse into the vibrant and dynamic culture of ancient Rome. As Christianity spread, the Church sought to replace pagan holidays. They wanted to convert people to Christianity. One way to do this was to give the old festivals new meaning. This is what happened to Lupercalia. The Church decided to replace it with a new celebration. They chose to honor St. Valentine in February. Why February? Perhaps it was to coincide with Lupercalia. This way people would already be in a celebratory mood. The Church declared February 14th as St. Valentine's Day. They hoped to Christianize a popular pagan festival. The strategy worked. People slowly forgot about Lupercalia. St. Valentine's Day took its place. However, the connection to romance didn't happen right away. It would take several hundred years for Valentine to become associated with love. For centuries, St. Valentine's Day remained a minor holiday. People observed it with feasts and religious services. It wasn't until the Middle Ages that it became associated with romantic love. This shift was largely due to the influence of poets. They began to write about Valentine as a patron saint of lovers. Geoffrey Chaucer was one of the most famous poets of this time. He wrote about a tradition of courtly love. In this tradition, knights would pledge their allegiance to a lady. They would shower her with gifts and poems. Chaucer linked this tradition to St. Valentine's Day in his writing. His poems helped to popularize the idea of Valentine's Day as a romantic holiday. People began to send each other love letters and tokens of affection. It was the beginning of Valentine's Day as we know it. Section 5. Commerce and Cupid, the modern making of a holiday. The Industrial Revolution brought about mass production, and this had a huge impact on Valentine's Day. With the advent of new machinery and techniques, products could be made faster and cheaper than ever before. Greeting cards could now be produced cheaply and in large quantities. This revolutionized the way people celebrated the holiday, making it accessible to a broader audience. The first mass-produced Valentine's Day cards appeared in the mid-19th century and, well, they were an instant success. These cards featured elaborate designs and heartfelt messages, capturing the spirit of the holiday. People loved the convenience of sending a pre-made card. It was much easier than writing a poem from scratch. This convenience factor played a significant role in the holiday's growing popularity. As the years went by, Valentine's Day became increasingly commercialized. Businesses saw an opportunity to capitalize on the holiday's popularity. Businesses recognized the profit potential of the holiday and began to market Valentine's Day gifts to the public. This included not just cards, but also chocolates, flowers, and other romantic gifts. Today, Valentine's Day is a multi-billion-dollar industry. The holiday has expanded far beyond its original scope, encompassing a wide range of products and services. People all over the world exchange cards, flowers, chocolates, and other gifts. The tradition of expressing love and affection has become a global phenomenon. While the commercialization of Valentine's Day has its critics, it has undoubtedly helped to make it the global celebration it is today. The holiday continues to evolve, reflecting changes in society and culture. Section 6. Reasons to celebrate love, laughter, and local businesses. Despite its critics, millions of people around the world celebrate Valentine's Day. It's an opportunity to express affection for our loved ones. Whether it's a romantic partner, family member, or dear friend, Valentine's Day encourages us to show we care. For couples, it's a chance to reignite the spark. A romantic dinner, a special gift, or a thoughtful gesture can go a long way in strengthening a bond. Businesses also benefit from the Valentine's Day buzz. Restaurants see an increase in bookings, florists are inundated with orders, gift shops experience a surge in sales. This boost in economic activity is especially beneficial for small local businesses. They rely heavily on seasonal sales to thrive. Valentine's Day provides a welcome boost during the post-holiday slump. Section 7. The dark side of desire, exploring the criticisms. While Valentine's Day is often portrayed as a happy occasion, it has its downsides. One of the most common criticisms is its relentless commercialization. The pressure to buy expensive gifts can be overwhelming, putting a strain on wallets and relationships. For singles, Valentine's Day can be a painful reminder of their relationship status. The constant bombardment of heart-shaped imagery and romantic comedies can amplify feelings of loneliness and inadequacy. The environmental impact is another concern. The production and transportation of flowers, chocolates, and other gifts contribute to carbon emissions. Furthermore, the emphasis on romantic love can overshadow other important relationships. Friendships, familial bonds, and self-love are equally significant but often get sidelined during the Valentine's Day frenzy. Section 8. Rekindling romance towards a more inclusive holiday. How do we address these valid concerns? Firstly, we can shift the focus from material goods to meaningful gestures. A heartfelt letter, a home-cooked meal, or simply spending quality time together can be more valuable than any store-bought gift. Secondly, let's broaden the definition of Valentine's Day. It doesn't have to be exclusively for couples. It can be a day to celebrate all forms of love and connection. Organize a gathering for single friends, plan a special activity with family, or simply indulge in some self-care. Choosing eco-conscious gifts is another step in the right direction. Opt for locally sourced flowers, fair trade chocolates, or experiences instead of physical presents. By making conscious choices, we can minimize the environmental impact. Section 9. Love in all its forms, a timeless celebration. In the end, Valentine's Day is a reminder that love is a powerful force. It binds us, motivates us, and inspires us. Whether it's the romantic love celebrated in sonnets or the quiet love between lifelong friends, it deserves to be cherished. Let's free ourselves from the constraints of commercialism and societal pressures. Let's make Valentine's Day a celebration of love in all its forms. A day for genuine connection, heartfelt appreciation, and inclusivity. After all, the world needs more love, not just on February 14th, but every single day.